My name is Art Nodecker. We started attending in 1993, and we stayed at CrossLife until 2010 when we moved to Pennsylvania. When I first got, when we got married and we ended up moving down here, the house that we actually rented first was being rented by the Johnsons, who bought a new house. And after we decided we wanted to rent the house, the last question they asked us going out of the door was, "Do you have a church home?" And we got in the car and I said, "Honey, what's a church home?" I had no clue, but a seed was planted. On February 8th of 1994, there's a knock on the door, and it's Pastor Mercer, the big man, and Steve Weissman and his wife Betty. And they come in and we're just, conversing normally, and the question, if you were to die this evening, right now, do you know for certain you would go to heaven? And mine was no. And then he started sharing the gospel and the story of salvation, and all of a sudden, for both of us, it clicked, and we accepted Christ that night. Throughout the years, we added up 18 family members that have been saved through this church. When I took my first trip to Brazil, I went down there thinking that I was going to be the great missionary, if you will. And I was just going to save people left and right, and I was going to present the gospel, and they were just going to fall over. And, and after about the second or third day, I'm like, wow, that's not quite how I envisioned it. And Bill Beckton, who he and his wife were leading the missionary teams from this church at that time, Bill said to me, "What are you doing here? Just be yourself and plant seeds. That's all you got to do." Those are the seeds of evangelism that we don't even think about. We don't even realize that we're watering that seed. And they might not be saved today, and it's not our job to grab a hold of them and say, "Hey, you've got to be saved." Our job is to plant the seed and let somebody water it and let it mature. And then when the timing is where it's supposed to be, it's going to blossom and it's going to grow into something. That's evangelism. It doesn't stop when you go into somebody's home or you meet somebody on the street or you talk to them about that. It doesn't stop that. You may have not gotten the answer that you really wanted to get with what was being said, but the seed has been planted, and you didn't choose them, he chose them.